everyone, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Kessie and this is Kessie Does. Today's video is going to be another DIY video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make rosemary oil. Now you're probably asking yourself, well Kessie, what the hell can I do with rosemary oil? Well, you actually can do plenty of things. You can use rosemary oil for your hair, your skin, and in your cooking. In this video, we're only going to focus on the benefits of rosemary oil for your hair and your skin. A 2015 study compared rosemary oil to minoxidil. By 6 months, both groups that were using the product saw significant hair growth. However, the group that was treated with rosemary oil saw more hair growth than the group that was treated with minoxidil. The difference, however, in that research was not statistically significant. However, it doesn't really hurt to try it. Unless you're allergic to rosemary oil, then stay away from it. Now, for your skin, rosemary oil can help clear your skin because the herb has important disinfectant and antimicrobial properties. It can help to treat acne and oily skin conditions. When you use it on your face, rosemary oil can help lighten dark spots and blemishes, resulting in a healthier looking skin. If you are a plant mom like me, you know that rosemary is pretty easy to grow. So I'm going to take you to my garden so we can get the rosemary that we're gonna need to make our oil. Follow me. Let's go to the garden. Now we are in my itty bitty tiny little herb garden, ready to harvest some rosemary. I'm going to go ahead and cut some branches in my rosemary plant so we can use for a recipe. And I'm gonna hurry because it's kind of hot out here. It's been raining a lot lately, so I have a lot of rosemary, which is great because it's gonna make the oil smell even better. Cutting your plant because rosemary is like a good pruning every once in a while, so this is actually good for the plant. Right, now that we've gotten our rosemary oil, make sure that you wash it and you dry it before using it. You're also going to need one clean and clear container. I use a glass jar, and that's usually the preferred method. And then you're going to need a good carrier oil. I have 100% grapeseed oil. I bought this at Publix. I think you can find this at any local grocery store. I use grapeseed oil for my carrier oil because I'm actually going to use this oil that I make for my hair and my skincare, and I think grapeseed oil is a really good oil for those purposes, and it works really well for my hair. But you can also use other carrier oils such as pure olive oil or jojoba oil. Those would work fine as well. So now we're going to go ahead and get all the leaves into the crock pot. And I know I didn't measure. I rarely measure anything. I just, put stuff together until my ancestors tell me to stop. But I'll try and do better for people who actually need measurements. I know in my last video I've been really slacking in providing measurements, so I'll try to do better this time. This is about how much rosemary that we have. I think this is about a cup of rosemary leaves. All right, so now that we've gotten all the rosemary leaves, it smells so good, y'all. Oh, this smells great. Anyways, now that we've gotten all the rosemary leaves, we're gonna go ahead and add in our grapeseed oil. Now, I know I don't use a lot of measurements and I'm trying to do better. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to waste the amount of oil that I'm using, I'm just gonna fill this cup with grapeseed oil, and that's going to be what I pour into the crock pot, because I'm going to fill the oil in this container and I don't want to use more than what I'm going to put in the container. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour the grapeseed oil in. Another reason why I'm using grapeseed oil is because this oil is able to maintain very high temperature, and I'm going to leave it in the crock pot overnight. So I don't want the oil to burn, because it just would defy the purpose of infusing the rosemary and the oil. Another reason is also because grapeseed oil doesn't really have a smell, and that works in my favor because I don't want the carrier oil smell to overpower the rosemary smell. So that's why I use grapeseed oil, which is pretty odorless. I don't really smell anything. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that in there. Oh, wait, hold on. So you guys can see. So we're just gonna pour the grapeseed oil in there. All right, now that I've poured all the grapeseed oil into the crock pot, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there for 6 hours, and we're going to put this on low. Yep, it's already on low. Okay, so I'm back with the final result. By the way, I put my hair up because it was getting way too hot, but this is the final container of the rosemary oil. And when I open it, oh, I can smell it. Like, the smell is so potent, and it becomes a green oil. Let's see. And it smells really nice on my skin. And there you have it. That's the final product. Because this is a homemade product, you want to make sure that after you're done with it, you put it in the refrigerator. If you leave it in the refrigerator, it can last easily up to a month. But if you don't put it in there and you leave it outside, I don't think it will last more than a week, because the oil can get rancid and stuff. And another more important reason you want to make sure that you put it in the fridge after you make it is because you don't want bacteria to grow in the oil. Homemade infused oils, they tend to attract bacteria if you leave them outside and don't put them in the fridge and refrigerate them properly. So make sure that you do that, and I would recommend personally that you use this within a week and not even let it last a whole month. So if you've made it until the end of this video, thank you guys so much for sticking with me and for watching. I hope you guys subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends. Also, you can use this method to make any other type of oil. You can use it to make lavender oil, basil oil, mint oil. That's the method that I've used to make all the oils that I use, both for my hair and for my cooking. So if you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and thank you again for watching. Until next time, bye.